Hi Gemini, welcome to your New Year's love, romance, reading, suggestions, advice. This is the Three of Swords for the, where'd it go? Just popped out to, I think, represent the third house, which is Gemini. Or a yes answer. Let's see. For Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, midpoints, anything that applies to you, applies to you. This is the World, 21. Whenever I see this, I think of Texas or, any sort of southern. This is like something, if you were to mix something serious and something fun, I feel like this is what you would get because it's Saturn, but, she looks like she's having fun, and a lot of Saturn came up for Leo, so I feel like there's a mixture of that energy, or for, not for Leo, but with the Leo sign. In some of the older readings from a few days ago, so I feel like there is just this mixture of like wanting to be serious and like having to be serious and maybe make all the plans. Maybe you're the one making all the plans for everything for the next couple days. Maybe you have family in town. Maybe you're traveling, going somewhere special for New Year's, and or coming home. Can be that too. It's another 3, so that's been coming up a lot as well. 3 in the last readings also. So, and maybe you're just wanting to have fun. So, that might just be the situation you're in. Maybe you feel like you're in a bubble, or there's a lot of people looking in on what it is that you're doing and needing to get some space. She looks like she's just out there on her own, just sort of like going crazy. So, having fun, getting rowdy. So maybe that's what you're wanting to do. Maybe I think of like where you like horses and the, what are they called? Doesn't matter. So maybe you just need to be careful. Maybe you're looking for a chaperone. Just go out. This is the 9 of Swords, reading between the lines. So maybe you are having to read between the lines with something, or in this deck it's more like coming out of some sort of previous frame of perception, some sort of previous understanding of something. It is breaking free. Again, this is Gemini, Mars and Gemini, so maybe you are just showing off some leg, some sort of slit. There's both of these, it's like chaps, that's the point. And then here, she's showing her legs. So maybe there's some level of showing off, showing what you got, showing even here, like I think of like a gun show or something where you have things like on display, maybe something that used to have like utility to them, or it's for decoration now. Like I think of like an empty frame even. 9 and 21 both, multiples of 3. 19, the Sun. On the bottom here. Maybe coming full circle, flying somewhere, flying home, flying through the sky, flying through dimensions, through the painting, through the veil, through the night. Yeah, you're flying through the night. Sometimes means someone who just like woke up out of bed and like, or is up all night with their thoughts and like maybe overthinking something. So maybe you're just like soaring through what it is that you're doing, and so that you can get to the fun part. And there's a lot of, there's a lot of derrieres, so whatever that means to you. Um, yeah, maybe you're taking the red eye somewhere just to get somewhere and be there for morning, I guess. What else? Gemini suggestions, things for Geminis to try in their love life, maybe. To know. Advice for Geminis. Maybe being careful so you're not like, running into things. So the Hermit. This came up for the last one. This is Virgo. Maybe you're going to like some sort of, maybe you're writing. Maybe you're writing dirty. I can't say that. Anyways, so Eight Justice. Yeah, I feel like people punished me for that, and I wasn't. And there'd be no way for them to tell factually anyways, so just FYI. People think I'm high when I'm completely just talking about ideas, and it's like, oh, I'm sorry that your mind just can't, I've never thought about ideas like that. That just means you're boring. Doesn't mean that I did anything wrong. Yeah, punishment was on the bottom. But that's on you for making assumptions or not knowing what it is you're talking about. Like if you found this stuff in my car, Mark, it smells like it, but it's not. You would know that if you tested it, instead of just jumping to conclusions and making assumptions and talking about things you don't know about. Anything else for Geminis? The Two of Water. So this is seeing eye to eye with someone, maybe looking in their eyes and knowing the truth and hearing it from them and being able to get a better impression from them saying it to your face, and just maybe being close to someone, just really getting someone on a soul level. And here it looks a little bit of a different situation, like maybe you're trying to get away from something that's been plaguing you and has been, maybe you're drowning in, maybe you feel like you're drowning in your feelings for someone, or you are being too possessive. That could be it. This is Venus in Cancer, and so this is being protective and looking out for someone, usually with that Cancerian energy, but it's also maybe being overly so. She looks like she's trying to reach out and get away, and there could just be maybe you're not seeing eye to eye. Maybe you just need to check on something to see something. Yep, punishment. And the Moon. It'd be great if people would tell you, so maybe this is your advice. Maybe your advice is to talk to the person that it is that you have an issue with, so that you can talk to them face to face and explain to them why it is you feel that you're in the right to punish them for something that you think they did. And maybe that's a completely wrong impression. And maybe you need to give them the chance to defend themselves before you punish them, before you spy on them, and maybe not have a whole picture, just part of it. Maybe you feel like you've been an ass and you need to come back and tell someone something. Sun did come up, and I have that Bounce Joy song there in that complimentary playlist to these tarot readings, which is needing to get back somewhere. So maybe you need to go back and fix what it is that you broke before you can move on to the new year, so you don't bring that karma and that energy and those things from the past into your new year. And you can all just start fresh with on a new page, and everyone can be on the same page and feel like they are I don't know the right way to say it, but just so that everyone feels like they are good. No one feels like they're in the dark about something that is beyond their control to figure out. I mean, I don't think anyone should have those kinds of things over another person if it's not necessary, especially if it's harming them in some way, or, um, if you have the opportunity to help someone out of a situation, then by all means do it, because it's more, karma is also what you don't do and yet had the opportunity to. It's like, how many people did you pass on the street that you could have given money to and who would have probably remembered it for a week that someone gave them enough to get a meal versus not? That's also karma. What you don't do. So next time you're in a situation, maybe not exactly comparable, but something of that, you will receive similar treatment. So it's also what you don't do, and not just what you do to affect someone's life. So if you have the opportunity to inform someone or talk to them or help them out of a situation, and extend that same courtesy of giving what you can to brighten their day, then you should definitely do that, especially if they ask for it. Because we're all just trying to make sense of life, right? So anyways, I hope you have a great New Year's and a safe New Year's and a happy one. Bye, Gemini.